people of Kajiado County are not happy. Mm-hmm. Well, there are some, I'm sure, who are happy. Others, many say they are not happy. And why are they not happy? They are not happy because they feel, ay, Buana, we are not getting the value for service that, as we should expect. Wapi maji, wapi choo, wapi barbara, wapi, so many things. And they've come together and they are preparing a petition to say, we pay tax, we expect service. We pay tax, we expect service. Otieno Ongaro is a community advocacy group leader in Ongata, Rongai. He is one of those who are leading this push to tell the county government of Kajiado, please, wajibikeni. He's our guest. Otieno, good morning.
Good morning, Eric, and Ndu, yes. And also City.
Yes, good morning.
Karibu sana to the hot seat of the Situation Room.
Thank you so much. It is quite hot. And in Kajiado we don't have water, so I hoped I could even get some water to quench my thirst.
Water is coming.
Before
water is on
and now the seat is hot, and I'm thirsty. You see.
Do not worry, my friend. This is Ednah walking in with a bottle of Keringet water. And Keringet water, they tell you, own your richness. You know why? Because Keringet water is not just any other water. Okay. It is natural mineral water.
Thank you.
And when it is natural mineral water, it means that it has minerals that have been infused naturally from the earth, bottled at source in Keringet and brought to you to quench your thirsts. Okay?
Thank you so much.
And enjoy. Mjakunywa maji siku mingi huko Kajiado.
It has been long. There are many things that can kill you in Ongata Rongai. Wow. If the sewage, if you don't get contaminated through the sewage, you get killed by hyena. If you are not killed by hyena, you break your back because of the bad roads. If you don't break your back, then you get a flu through the dust. Actually, I had to do a thorough cleanup before I get here.
You were dusty
because I was very dusty. And that is the kind of situation that we are in. We are a forgotten kind of people, and we are just some very few kilometers. Actually, I think from here to where I stay now.
Who has forgotten you?
We are forgotten by the national government and by the county government. Totally. It is like when the national government is doing their things, they hive us out. And when the county government is doing their things, they also hive us out. And that is Ongata Rongai. Actually, that is Kajiado North and Kajiado East. And we don't know what the mistakes that we did. And I hope, because I know this show is very big.
The dust is an issue, eh?
Yeah.
Because people are already talking about this dust is killing us in Ongata Rongai. It's a thing.
It is a real big deal. And, actually, there is a road called Masai Lodge Rimpa Road. And there is another one called Gataka, Ongata Rongai Road. These two roads have 5 public schools, and children are suffering. There was a time a certain hospital came there to do just some tests, and many children had chest problems, eye problems because of the dust. We have like a Sasi Primary School, Olepasha ECD. We have Ongata Rongai Primary School, Nakel Primary School. We have Nakel Secondary School, Ngai Murunya Secondary School. All these, the children are learning in serious dust.
We shall discuss that this morning and get to hear what you're doing about it.
Yeah.
To welcome you to the conversation, CT Muga has the day's proverb. This week, the proverbs will be from Angola.
Yes, they are. The Republic of Angola. 1 spoon of soup in need has more value than a pot of soup when we have an abundance of food.
1 spoon of soup
in need
has more value than abundance of?
Than a pot of soup when we have an abundance of food.
Yeah, this first, just to explain, I think that sometimes when you have little money, you know, that money is so valuable because you plan for it very well. But when you have so many, you squander it, and you don't you don't do a lot of budgets when the money is so much. So I think that the first thing I could say that a little money would be more valuable than
when you have a lot of money.
And the second one, I would say, a kilometer of tarmac road
is better
for people in need like us
than 20
It's
kilometers.
better than 20 kilometers that in let's say
An area
maybe
that
in
already
Karen.
has a lot of tarmac.
Yes.
So, Otieno, you've talked about issues in Kajiado North, Kajiado Central. I'm sure we can talk about the other constituencies and sub-counties in Kajiado South, Kajiado West, Kajiado East, right? And they have and Central as well. They'd have issues to talk about and raise. Are there similar issues in the other sub-counties of Kajiado?
Yes, I know we are suffering, but our cases looks so bad because of the kind of population that we have. But if you go to Kajiado West, you know Kajiado West from Magadi Soda to Ngurumani to somewhere called Kiramatian and Patterson. There is no road.
To the border with Tanzania.
Yes, that place is very bad. And even when you go to the Rombo side, there are no roads. Actually, some people are calling me from Ilbisil, telling me to help them put up a caucus so that they also can agitate for their issues. But the county is huge, but it is like very little is being done. And I heard the other day that we are one of the counties which have received up to even December disbursement of the shareable revenue. So we wonder, where is the money going?
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a budget.
Yes.
What's in the budget for this financial year? Are any of those things that you're mentioning, garbage collection, roads, water provision, etc., are they in the budget for 2023-2024?
What I want to say, I was in the public participation of the budget, and there was a very elaborate plan of many things that needs to be done. And actually, even the county has a special plan on what they want to achieve, but little is done actually. Very little is done. At the moment, you see like Ololaiza Water Company, which belongs to the county government, they are no longer able to supply water because the electricity has been disconnected.
Where? Wait.
Yeah.
Where does Ololaiza Water Company get its water from?
They get water from Kiserian Dam, and they get water from Bagathi River.
And then they treat it.
They treat the water somewhere near Hadi. Another water is treated in Kiserian. Then the water is pumped into the reservoirs. Then it is pumped to the people. But
and
now,
to pump the water, you need electricity.
Yeah.
So electricity has been disconnected.
Yeah, since December there have not been water, and I know even the MP some times back tried to bring to say that they are going to negotiate on how they can pay the bill. I don't know what happened because the water came for like a week and it disappeared again.
Sorry.
Yeah.
The water came from where?
The water is there. What is not there is electricity to pump the water.
Oh, sorry.
Power was disconnected.
Yeah.
Do you know this for a fact, Otieno? Or is it what you have heard?
It is something I know. I live in Ongata-Rongai, and actually people were even planning a demonstration.
No, all I'm asking is, do you know for a fact that you're not getting water because power has been disconnected?
I know this for a fact.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I ask
What kind of bill are we dealing with?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have not accessed the bill itself, but what I know is that it is a public domain, and it has been spoken even the governor himself has had a meeting with the board of the water company, trying to solve the issue of electricity.
Okay, Otieno, let's understand something here.
Yeah.
So if we try to make it simple for my mind to understand, that there are reservoirs of water within the county, different parts of the county, but we're going to look at Ongata-Rongai right now and say that there is water that can be distributed to different parts where people turn on their taps and there's nothing. And that water is just sitting in the reservoir tanks, waiting for somebody to turn on the tap because of power. And the only reason why people are not getting water is because the power bill has not been paid. 1. 2, the local area MPs are aware of this. They tried to pay something, but then water came for a week. It was switched off. The money finished. 3, the county government, with the chief executive being the governor, is aware of this, and nothing has been done. What are we talking about? The county owes the power people money? Or what is, there's a bill that is unpaid and so they disconnected power? What are we talking about here?
We are talking about a bill that has accumulated, a huge bill that has accumulated for some time, and the county government has not paid it, because for sure the water is not it's not a mandate of the MP to pay, and even the MP was overstepping just to try to calm the situation. But this is a county government function, and people actually are paying bills, and if you don't pay, they disconnect.
Disconnect what?
Yeah,
but there's nothing to disconnect.
They disconnect. And actually, some people are having even some abnormal bills because some at maybe a whole month there's not been water, but at the end of the month, you get a bill.
Where are you getting water from now, if I can ask? Where is water coming from at the moment for you to then be able to use?
We like me now, I have a jirani who has a borehole. So I'm using the borehole water, and then there was rain, so we have some money, some water that we stored in the tanks. That is what we are using at the moment. But because I live in the peripheries of Ongata-Rongai town, but those people who live within the CBD, they are suffering, and that is just one problem. Ngong market that was built, I think, by the World Bank, that huge, very beautiful building, has no electricity, and traders cannot trade at night.
City is laughing.
Please
say again. We know where Ngong Market is. We've been to Ngong Town, right? Beautiful, huge place that was constructed, and next to it is a bus stop. Right?
Yes.
So there is power in Ngong Town.
Yes.
There is a mall there that has a huge supermarket. There's power.
There's
across the road, there are shops there. There's power. In the market, there is no power.
There is no power. And actually, as we talk, the traders told the city council, the county council people that we don't want to see you here. We are not going to pay the taxes. We are not going to pay anything. Let us use Mulika Mwizi, but please don't disturb us. And it is like the county government is okay with that, because they have not tried even their best to reconnect the power.
Reconnect as in is there structure, infrastructure within the market?
When the market
built it,
there was power.
There was power.
It's been disconnected because of bills.
You get it now, City?
I was laughing because I was imagining this beautiful thing is put up and somebody forgot to do the wiring.
No, at some point there was.
Okay.
So power has been disconnected here as well.
Yeah, power has been disconnected.
Is there water in this market?
There's no water in the market.
Are there toilets in this market?
There are toilets, because when the infrastructure was being done, and even the water pipes, everything was there. But now, because of the bad management, it is barely 2 years since that market was opened. and now it is dysfunctional already.
So there's no water in the market.
There's no water now.
There's no power in the market.
Yeah.
But there are county health officers who inspect this market.
Yeah.
And
Do they
food
give
is
it-
sold in this market.
Do they give it a
food
clean
is-
bill of health and say that these are
Everything is
sanitary
good,
conditions to sell food from here?
I think because these guys have already failed themselves, now you cannot put me accountable. You cannot hold me accountable. In church terms, they say that a pastor who is promiscuous cannot tell the congregants not to. He has no moral authority to stand.
Which church do you go to?
And no moral authority to say,
Hapana angalia.
You don't have that moral ground to stand, and that is what is happening in the county government. The county government has no moral authority to tell the traders that your foods are dirty. There is
Meanwhile, we've not provided water for you.
There is another market that is on the road called Soko Mjinga in Ongata-Rongai. And even today, there is no rain in Rongai today. But when you go there, when you get out, you are very muddy.
How is that?
Yeah.
What is going on?
Yeah.
poor drainage.
Yeah. There is not poor. No drainage.
Non-existent drainage.
Yeah.
This is at Soko Mjinga market in Ongata-Rongai.
Yeah. Though Soko Mjinga is not a market per se because it is on a road reserve.
Okay.
So we may not.
Is there garbage collection in Ongata-Rongai?
There is no garbage collection in Ongata-Rongai, and we have mountains of them.
Sorry.
Is there anything that works in
Yes,
Ongata-Rongai?
I want to ask you, please, let me understand it.
Yes.
So that we can also get it. Because, as I said, the other people who are complaining, if we look on the other side, essentially, of makes part of Kajiado, which is Kitengela, people are complaining about the same thing.
Yeah.
So let's go just Ongata-Rongai now and say, okay, constituencies in Ongata-Rongai?
Yeah, Ongata-Rongai is Kajiado North Coast.
It's
It's Kajiado North.
Yes.
Okay. So, yes, there is an MP, of course.
Yeah.
There are
MCAs.
also MCAs,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Is there a county office there?
There are
There
ward
is a-
admins.
Yeah,
Yes,
there are
okay.
ward admins.
There are
and
quite a number.
And sub-county admin.
Exactly. They all exist,
Yeah.
right? So county then has representation in
Well.
this area
Well.
very well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, I'm sorry. It just sounds that we're repetitive in nature asking this question, but I think it is important so for us we can understand that there are these functions
Yeah.
of the county government. They are functions. They're well stipulated. We know that this is what they're supposed to do. But we're essentially saying that they've not been happening. And for years, they've not been happening. So if the things that are supposed to have been done by the county are not taking place, that means you can't expect that any further development will be done. Because even the ones that are supposed to be done are not being done. Just the basics, water provision, facilities, electricity, the cleanup of garbage and things like that. Those things don't exist. So, what does happen? I think because we can't ask what doesn't happen, there are too many. What does happen for us to see a representation of county before then we can go to the next? In terms of we're looking for a solution here.
Okay.
What does happen and who handles that?
Okay, what happens is that
What work can you see being done?
what I'm seeing done is rates are being collected.
Okay.
I can see a county vehicle going around telling us to pay licenses in time.
Okay.
Basically, that is what is happening.
So revenue collection is happening.
Yes.
At the market, people are paying for the daily market permits.
Yeah.
Shops are paying for their licenses.
Yeah.
Those who own land are paying for land rates.
Yes.
And all those various areas of revenue collection,
Yeah.
those have not been impacted.
Yeah.
Do you think, because you're very well informed, Otieno, from what you've seen, the reports coming in from the county treasury,
Yeah.
is the county collecting revenue as it had projected in the budget? Own source revenue?
No, our own source revenue is we are not missing. We are not meeting the target. We are not even meeting half of the.
What is the target for this year? if you may recollect.
I cannot recall, actually. I cannot recall. You know, when whatever has happened around us, it is like we have given up on the county government. So that to an extent that you don't even want to follow it up. But it is less than even 20% what we collected last year. Less than 20% of what was projected.
Yeah.
And from what I'm seeing, and because we want to petition them so that we don't pay for the next for this year.
They will not even collect anything.
So they will not collect anything.
I can tell you because we sat here with an MCA from Rimpa.
From Olkeri.
Olkeri. And he is in the budget committee and he's in the leadership of the assembly. Yeah. And he said in the last financial year, they collected less than 50% of what they had collected in the previous financial year. Yeah. So 2022-2023, Kajiado County collected less than 50% of what they had collected in 21-22. And of course, the projection for 23-24, because of budget making, they had taken it to another astronomical value. Yeah. They are clearly not meeting that. And service is not being delivered. So the likelihood of them even raising the target that they had set is going to be low. Now, you and others are preparing a petition. You'll tell us about that petition.
Yeah, maybe before I go to the petition, I want to also highlight about another road. There is a road called Nazarene Kitengela Road. This is a very important road. It is only 26 kilometers from Ongata-Rongai to Kitengela. But the road
through Nazarene, from African
Nazarene University, through Twala, you go to another center called Nkurunka, you go to Sidai, Empakasi, then you go to Kitengela. It is only 26 kilometers. But for us to go to Kitengela, we have to come back to Nairobi County, then use this Mombasa Road.
Get to Machakos.
To Machakos County, then we go back to Kajiado. From Kajiado. Yeah, we come from Kajiado County, we go to 2 other counties before we go back to Kajiado. So, and or you go to Kiserian, you go to Isinya, then you come to Kitengela. But this road is a very, very important road actually, because quarry stones are mined there. There have been confirmed that there is clinker that is used for cement. There is confirmation of pozzolana which is being harvested there, and there is no road to transport these things. And the county government actually, every trip of a lorry that comes from that area pays 1,000 shillings per trip. Yeah, and they do over 700 trips in a day.
Get out of town.
The number of trucks there.
Yeah.
So basically,
paid to the county government.
Yeah, that is supposed to be paid to the county government. But you know, the reason why they are missing the target and they won't say that is because there is rampant corruption. Just a mere clerk who is collecting that money is doing wonders. In the development, they are doing flats and buying many vehicles. And what is remitted back to the county government at the end of the day is not the 700,000 that we could
realize on a daily basis.
Yeah, but they are getting, the county government is getting even less than 100,000 in a day, because all the other money goes to private pockets, but nobody cares on how to streamline that. And the road is very bad.
What does that tell you? Because if the county knows that is happening, because if you are aware of it, people in the county are aware of it.
Yeah.
And so if they don't seem to be doing anything about it, what does it tell you?
They're the ones.
It is it is part of them.
That there's a high possibility that they could also be beneficiaries.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, so this road is very important. Actually, it can even act also as another southern bypass, because you can, if you are going to Western Kenya, from Mombasa, you can branch to Kitengela, take that route, go to Ongata-Rongai, go to Suswa, and
all the way.
Essentially follow the railway.
Yes. Yeah. So, but the road is very bad. There is you can't use that road from Ongata-Rongai to Kitengela. While that road has immense opportunity. Apart from the quarry stones, the clinker, the pozzolana, there are
pozzolana. What is it?
Pozzolana there is a stone that it is a component of cement. It's a
one of the things that you use to
make.
One
of the ingredients.
Yeah, one of the ingredients of making a cement, and it is mined. There are a lot of crushers. They are mining it already, but the vehicles breaks down every now and then.
Because of the road.
Yeah, because the road is very, very, very bad. If some children may not even go to school, there are many actually rivers with no bridges. So when when the water passes, then there is
means if the children
cut off.
Can't cross to go to the schools because the rivers are flooded.
Yeah, if you do a mistake of getting sick when the rivers are flooded, you die. That is what we are. And the land is expansive, and you see, if you take the proximity of that place and maybe do it towards maybe Kiambu, you'll see that Kiambu, an acre maybe would go for, I don't know, but it must be more than 20 million. But you see our area, you will get acre for 4.5 million. Yes. Okay. And it is just across the park here.
I'm curious now. Obviously, there's the mention of the petition, but as you go and tell us what's in the petition and what exactly it is that you're asking for, or rather demanding for, what has the top leadership of the county said about these issues? Because I'm sure, but I could assume, but by the time you're taking a petition, that you have actually addressed these issues directly at the top offices of the county. As you've done that, what have they said? Olelenku? Yes. What has he said in terms of what they would plan, and I use that word very carefully this morning, to do about all of these issues before you now tell us what's in the petition?
Yeah, I wrote a letter, and the letter had all these issues together, and I took it to the governor's office, and I also took it to the county assembly's office. In the county assembly, they didn't receive it. In the county assembly, they didn't receive the letter.
They didn't receive it because there was nobody there to pick it up? They didn't receive it because they said, Otieno, take your letter and go? Or what? What does that mean?
There was someone there, but that someone told us that he is not the one who is supposed to receive the letter. So we left the letter with the watchman, and we don't know whether it reached.
Why? Was the assembly in session?
No, this assembly was not in session.
Was it during recess?
Yeah. Then, but in the governor's office, it was received and stamped received.
Okay.
But nothing. There's no response.
When did you take the letter to the governor's office?
Yeah, that was on. Let me just check on the date. It was it was in this January. Yeah, I did it in this January.
Okay.
I don't. My letter here doesn't show me the date.
Did you take the letter to your MCA?
No. What happened
in your ward?
Our MCAs, we have in the MCAs that are affected by these issues that I'm talking about are around 6.
Okay.
We have MCA for Olosirikon Sholinge ward. We have MCA for Ololua, MCA for Ongata-Rongai ward, MCA for Rongai Murunya ward, MC for Olkeri ward, and MC for Ngong ward.
Okay.
These people, most of them, actually, the Ongata-Rongai ward, Ngai Murunya ward, Olosirikon Sholinge ward, these are people whom we talk to. Okay. I personally talk to them. They know the issue. Some of them we've we've gone to all these offices, and we've actually done a lot on these matters, especially on the roads. We've gone to Kera here at the airport.
So why I'm asking that is using your local MCA as residents, taking this petition to your local MCA, and it being marked as received by the office of the MCA of your ward, or the MCA of your ward then facilitating for you to take it to the clerk of the county assembly and it being marked as received, so then it can be processed as a petition. Has this happened? Because we know the executive has received the petition.
Yeah.
The assembly is where you got there and you found somebody who told you, mimi kazi yangu mimi ni askari, sijui mambo ya kuchukua barua.
Yeah.
Have you approached any other method of making sure that the county assembly is aware of this issue?
Yeah. So Eric, as we started this issue, we had a meeting, a dialogue. We called it a public dialogue at Nazarene University.
Mm-hmm.
We called the governor, the deputy governor, all these MCs, and we talked. And the people were there. People told them all these things. A responsible MCA would have not waited for me to again give him another
follow up
letter.
with a letter. Yes.
Yeah, they could have prompted this matter, took it to the county assembly, and things could have happened. Yeah.
You know, what you say is absolutely true, but then, so long as we keep hoping that what you're saying should happen doesn't happen, your matter does not get resolved.
Sure.
So how do you get these MCAs to make this thing a county matter? Because after all, they are the MPs in the assembly, are they not?
Yeah, they are.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. What we want to do, and that is why we want to take this petition, because we feel we are over 3,000 people who have come together to do this lobby. We started it under Masai Lodge Road Petition Group, but it expanded, and because we've been with these people and they are not doing anything. So for us to pinch them, we must go to
higher
to the courts, and the courts gives orders that will make them realize that we are people who have minds and also who desire to get development.
So I hear you saying that the first thing essentially is to get their attention, because you've tried, because you know what, usually they'll ask in the hierarchy of process, did you do 1, 2, 3? Did you go to your least possible form of representation? Did you go to the next one if you didn't get anything? I mean, look, I think it's pretty pathetic and pitiful that there are certain things that are supposed to be done by the county government, stipulated, as you know you're supposed to do them, but they're not done, and somebody has to beg you. Look, that's a whole conversation for another day. But I think it's pathetic, first of all. But then, of course, the question then will be asked of you that, did you then go through the different steps then for, attention? But then now what you're saying is that all has happened. Yeah. And the only way we're going to get somebody to sit up and pay attention is if we go to court and they compel you to, at the very least, acknowledge that there are issues and then do your job. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that is what I'm saying. We have letters that we did. No, these ones we did, I think, in 2023, 2022, to the MCS. And they came, we talked. But they did nothing that is substantial. That's something that can be seen. So we can't keep begging. We have our lives to live. We don't. Their work is to represent us. But if they don't, we will not continually be reminding them every now and then that we need representation. While we don't remind them when it comes to time of taking salaries. Abi.
So, what is your petition?
Our petition is about this. The issues, it is. We are taking it to the county because we've taken another petition already. We have 3 petitions, but these ones were taken to the National Assembly concerning the national government roads, like the ones under Kera and Kura. We took 3 petitions and wakakanyagia all of them. None saw the light of the day. The 3 petitions, and we did a lot of work, and now we are taking this route of taking the first the county government to the court we are petitioning them because of that Ololaisa Water Company. We are petitioning them because of the electricity bill at the Ngong Market. We are petitioning them because of the children suffering at the Olepasha ECD and the other schools which are there. Actually, these schools are very dilapidated. This school, some children, we have even in Ongata, Rongai is a metropolitan place, and we still have classes with no floors.
In Olopasha?
No, in Olekasasi Primary School. Yeah. And there are dusts. We are taking them because of that. Then there is the sewage spillage. We have no sewer system in Ongata-Rongai, and now landlords, their plans have been approved in the county, but there is no place to direct the sewers. So when there is a little drizzle, they release the sewage on the road. And you wonder, you can come from Nairobi when it was just a little drizzle, but when you reach Ongata-Rongai, you get floods of very dirty water. The landlords are opening the sewage into the roads because there is no sewer system. Okay. And Ongata-Rongai is a huge town with a huge population at the moment. Ongata-Rongai, Kiserian, Ngong, and Kitengela. The population is very huge. Ongata-Rongai alone is surrounded by 5 universities, and these students lives in Ongata-Rongai. Yeah. So we that is one of the things we are pursuing the county government for. Then we have also domestic animals that are wayward. Domestic animals, they are just there in the garbage. What?
People have unleashed their goats and pigs.
Pigs, goats,
chicken.
Everything is everywhere. So it is not controlled. We have lost 2 children, I think last year. We lost a child, maybe I should not mention their names because I don't have the permission, but these children died on an open pits with the water. When dirty water is left, maybe in a construction site, and then there is open pit. Children from school, a child comes from school and
they play.
Yeah, playing there, and they drown there. 2 children. The last one was the last child was buried in 7th of January.
So you've included that in the petition?
Yeah.
What are you asking the court to do?
We are asking the court to first exempt, to give an order of exemption first of taxes, because we are not receiving the services.
Give an order of exemption to whom?
To the residents
of
Kajiado North and Kajiado East. Actually, we have included the whole Kajiado because it is like, I know that it is only, we don't know what is happening in Kajiado Central because we don't live there, but maybe we have the same issues.
Okay.
Our biggest...
So number one is
that
the court allow you not to pay charges.
Yes.
And prohibits the county from charging you any levies or taxes.
Yeah.
Number two?
And that one actually is anchored on, there is our lawyers worked on a service delivery. There is a service delivery law that it is, they say that it is unconstitutional to charge me for taxes while you don't offer services. So that is one thing that we are telling them. Another thing, we want them to be held accountable, because there is a road called Helena Road that the governor himself came and launched, and they said that we didn't have money for this road. Now we have money for this road. It is only 1 kilometer. It is called Helena Road. And this road was, they started work and it was abandoned again. I called the contractor. He told me that, my friend, I am a businessman. I don't do business where there is no money. And therefore, that is why I am out of sight.
So the governor came for groundbreaking.
Yeah.
Launched it.
Construction was supposed to have... Construction started a bit.
Yes.
Contractor is out of the site.
Yes.
And the contractor tells you it's because we have not been paid.
You have not been paid. They went and secured a loan to do the first work. Then they raised a certificate so that they can be paid the first amount. When they raised the certificate and took it to the county, it was not paid. Now the road was abandoned. And you see, this one is is misuse of public money, because this road was brought to a certain level, and now it is back
to
where it was.
Yeah, but this contractor will be paid. Even the Mana Rimpa Road was ready for. There was a laying of now priming and laying of the tarmac. That is what was remaining. Every other groundwork and the bases were done. But at the moment, it has gone back. It is worse than the way it was before they did any work. And these are monies, these are government monies that are going to waste. And we want the court to hold them accountable.
Okay.
Another thing, we want because I have tried when I was coming. I tried to get to see the budget, how the expenditure of the county.
Yeah.
But I was unable to get this, because it is a top secret to get the county expenditure. So we want the courts to compel them to put this thing to make this thing public. So that we know there are some information which are not verified, but they are most probably true because of the source. That shows that the county government is paying lawyers of up to a third of the money of the total
revenues.
Budget. The lawyers are given over 2.something billion, and I don't know which.
And you know this for sure?
This is I have this from a very confidential. It is a confidential information that I have from a source that is reputable
within the county government.
Yes.
So what next? Once you go to court and you have lodged this in court, then what?
If the court allows us to do to be exempted, we want to take the Karengata way. You know, there are sometimes back where Karengata petitioned the county government, and they were allowed to handle their monies for some time to do their infrastructure.
Okay.
And that is what we want to do, because we have people, we have landlords who have solutions for garbage collection. They have solutions for sewer system. They have ideas of how they can manage a sewage, but they need some backup from the county government.
The authorities.
Yeah. So if we are able to sit down, and there is a way we can have a mechanism, maybe within the law, where we can manage our funds, then we are able to do it for ourselves.
Right.
Yeah, and that is our end game, is to either the county government do their work or we do it.
So basically, what you want is you want a road.
Yes.
You want water, system. You want a sewer system, you want all these services.
Yeah.
And you want the government to do the job.
Yeah.
Because it's mandated to do it.
Yes.
If not, then it's declared that government is unable to.
Sure.
And then you as citizens take back your sovereignty.
Yeah.
And you sort yourselves out minus government.
Sure.
Okay. How many are you in this petition? Are you doing this as individuals? Are you doing this as registered associations?
At the moment, we are around 3,000 people. We have formed 3 WhatsApp groups, which are almost full, all of them. And the irony is that we have our MPs within the MP of Kajiado North and East are in the WhatsApp group.
Yep.
The MCS are in the WhatsApp group.
Yep.
They see the noises.
Yep.
They keep quiet.
Yep.
And they're waiting for us to do something official so that they can act. And now we are around 3,000, but we are a caucus which is unregistered. So what the lawyers advised is that we have a law firm that are representing. So they told me to be the petitioner.
Yeah.
Then they represent me. But we have urged other resident associations to come in as interested
parties.
Yeah.
Okay. But you've got a good way that you've started. I mean, coming in this from you as an individual who has seen things are not working and you want to raise the issue and agitate and take matters up the way you've taken them, it's really, really commendable. Very many comments coming in and people also saying, yes, various roads, various facilities and services that are not working in other parts of Kajiado as well. We also have a comment from Daniel Kioko who says we should have brought you here with a county official in place. Kioko, thank you for that comment. But also at some point, it's important to get a case like ex parte, even in court. Mm-hmm. You go ex parte, you say, we are coming here, and then the other person is compelled to come and respond. And that's what we do here. We have conversations. We will, of course, have something to ask the county government itself, but they don't have to respond to us. All they need to do is make Otieno and the rest happy by providing the services.
Indeed.
Thank you very much for tuning in to the Situation Room this morning. Otieno Ongaro is a community advocacy group leader from Ongata-Rongai in Kajiado. He's been our guest.
This is the Situation Room, the only way to start your day.